Okay, in today's lesson we're going to look at expanding brackets. So, to introduce expanding brackets, I want you to think about how you could possibly do this question. Now, there's lots of ways you could do this, but I'm going to look at a particular way that uses brackets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the 24 into 20 add 4. 24 into 2 tens, add 4 units. And then I'm going to think, well, to do 5 times 24, I can do 5 times 20, 5 times 20 plus 5 times 4. So I've done 5 times my 2 tens and 5 times my 4 units. If I work out each of those individually, 5 times 20 is 100 plus 20, so my answer is 120. Okay, so similarly, let's think about this question. 3 times 42. Okay, just pause the video, have a think yourself how you would do it, and now I'm going to go through the answers. Okay, so again I can split the 42 into 4 tens and 2 units and put brackets around the 42. I'm now going to do 3 times 40 plus 3 times 2. So 3 times 4 tens and 3 times 2 units. In junior school, this is called partitioning for multiplication. So 3 times 40 is 120, plus 3 times 2 is 6, so my answer is 126. Right, what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to try these 2 questions here on your own using the method I have just shown you. I will just leave the method here so you can see it and have a go at those 2 questions. Just pause the video now and do those, and then I'll go through the answers. Okay, the solutions to these tasks. This will be 4 times 30, add 5. 4 times 30, 120. 4 times 5 is 20. Add them together, 140. Well done if you got that right. This one, 6 times, split it up into 20, add 4. 6 times 20, add 6 times 4. 120 plus 24 equals 144. Again, well done if you got those right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at algebra. So we've looked at multiplying out brackets here using numbers, and now we're going to go on to algebra. And we're going to look at different examples expanding brackets. Now I know some of you had problems when you tried booklet 8 looking at these questions, so this is why I'm doing another lesson on expanding brackets. Okay, so if we look at expanding this bracket, it's exactly the same method as we've just done with numbers, except we've got letters. So we're going to do 4 times b plus 4 times 2. Now 4 times b in shorthand is just 4b, and 4 times 2 is 8. Now that is my end answer. I can't combine 4b and 8 together because they are unlike terms. Okay, another example on expanding brackets using algebra. So 3 times a is the first one, minus 3 times 4. 3 times a is 3a, minus 3 times 4 is 12, and that's my end answer. Okay, have a go at this next one before me, or just listen to my solution. I think it's slightly harder because we've got a 2 here in front of the m. So 5 times 2m is my first expansion, and then it's 5 times 3. A lot of students forget to times the second term with the number outside. Right, 5 times lots of 2m is 10m plus 15. Again, I can't put those together, they are unlike terms, so that's my solution. Last example before you're going to have a go at doing some of your own. 6 times 4, 6 times 4 plus 6 lots of 2a. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 6 lots of 2a is 12a, and there's my end answer. Okay, you're going to have a go now at doing some of these, and this is your task now. Task 2, I'd like you to pause the video, have a go at each of these expansions. There are 6 of them to do. Pause the video, have a go now, and I'll go through the solutions. Okay, the solutions for task 2. 2 times p, 2p, plus 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times m is 5m. 5 times 4 is 20. And we just put the minus sign there because 5 lots of negative 4, negative 20. C, 3 times 4, 12, plus 3 times t, 3t. Okay, part D, 6 times 2a, 12a, 6 times negative 5, negative 30. E, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3p is 9p. And F, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2p is 8p. We've got a minus, so it's 4 times minus 2p is minus 8p. Well done, if you got most of those right. Just look at, if you did go wrong, see if you can work out why you went wrong. Any questions, please email me and I can go through it again with you. Right, now we're going to go on to the last part of today's lesson, where we're going to think about multiplying letters together. So, go back to indices and think about what b times b is. Yeah, well done. b times b is b squared. You're doing really well, Year 8. Keep on listening and looking, and you will do really well. Right, here, what do we do when we are multiplying these indices? Well, yeah, we think that is a 1. And what do we do to the powers? Yeah, well done. We add the powers, so we've got 1 plus 2. So we've got a cubed. Okay, using this rule of adding powers when we multiply, ensuring that the base is the same, what will this one be? So it'll be y, well, 2 plus 3, well done, is 5. Okay, you just do this last one, think before I do it. So this is a 1, and well done to everyone who knows the answer is m to the 5. So now we're going to expand questions that involve powers. So if I go through, so this is the hardest part of expansions, of expanding brackets. So well done if you understand this. So we're looking at now y times 4 and y times 2y. Y times 4 is 4y for shorthand. We write the numbers before the letters. Here we've got y lots times y. We know y times y is y squared. but we've got y times 2y, so we've got 2y squared. That's my end answer. Y and y squared are unlike terms, so I can't put them together. That's my end answer. Right, I'm going to go through a few more like this, and then you're going to have a go at doing some on your own. So the first one, a times 3a, 3a squared, because a times a is a squared. A times negative 4 is negative 4a. My end answer, I can't put a squared and a together. They are unlike terms. Okay, next one. P times p squared. So I've got p, lots of p squared, plus p times 5. Well, p times p squared, remember, I've got a 1 here, so I add the powers, so I get cubed. And the shorthand way of writing p times 5 is 5p, and this is my end answer. Next one, getting really tricky now. So well done if you're still understanding this, I'm really proud of you. 3m times m cubed plus, that's 3m times m cubed plus 3m times 1. It really helps if you put these arrows in. Right, so this is a 1 here. Remember, I've got the 3, and then I add the powers to get 4. Plus, well, 3m times 1 is just 3m. And that's my end solution. Any questions so far? Please email me. And I'll go through one last question. 2y times 4y is 8y squared. 2y times negative 2 is 4y. Right, you're going to have a go at doing some now. Again, pause the video for this next task, have a go at doing them, and then check your solutions. So task 3, expand each expression. So the answers to this task 3, well done for completing all 4 of these. These are very, very hard now. 4 times 4y, 4y squared, y times negative 3y. B, m times 2m squared is 2m cubed, plus m times 1 is m. C, 3p times 2p, if I write this out in full, this one, plus 3p times 4. 3p times 2p, well 3 times 2 is 6, p times p is p squared. 3 times 4 is 12, and I've got 12p. End solution. Good just to circle your end solutions. And the last one, D, a squared times 2a minus a squared times 5. Here you go, I add the powers. I've got 2 lots of a cubed. 2 add 1 is 3. Minus in shorthand, numbers before letters. And that's my end solution. Remember, I cannot put a cubed and a squared together. They are unlike terms. Give yourself a mark out of 4 and correct any mistakes that you've made. Again, email me anything you don't understand. I'm here to help you. So, to end this lesson, I'm going to do a learning check with you now. I'd like you to photograph your learning check, email it to me, and I will mark it and give you some feedback on how well you have done. Do this please in your exercise book if you've got it, or on paper if you haven't got your exercise book. Right, there are 10 questions. I hope you can see all 10 of those questions. I will just check that you can see those. Yep, I can see you can see your 10 questions. Have a go at those, please, and email me your work as soon as it's completed. Please write out the questions and show your method like I have shown you and demonstrated in this video. I really hope this video has helped you understand expanding brackets. I know a lot of you struggled with it. Please give me some feedback on the video. Thank you for listening and take care and stay safe.